What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel Pluribus, episode number 5. Got milk? Oh boy, here we go. That was an absolutely wild episode. There was a lot of speculation about what that whole grenade atom bomb conversation was going to result in for Carol, and it led her down a road to trying to figure out a way to truth serum Zosha to try to get answers out of her. And it started off with her just having a regular conversation, asking her questions, and the idea that they can't lie to her. No one can lie to her, but sometimes a non-answer is an answer. True. And it felt like Zosha kind of revealed the idea that this is reversible. And so she did a little test on herself, recorded herself. That shit was hilarious. I
love the fact that she actually fast forwarded herself. Like, she couldn't just watch herself do all the things.
Yeah.
Sleeping and everything.
Pretty funny. But she did the test. She figured out, okay, we got a winner here. And took Zosha outside away from her bed and medical attention and injected this truth serum into her blood, into her IV. And it looks like it resulted in her potentially dying because she was in cardiac arrest. She was not doing well.
Nope.
Don't know if it was a cause of what she injected into the IV or if it was just like the overwhelming stress of her asking the questions that she knows she can't answer, even though she knows the answer. So, I mean, this shit is wild, and it continues to bring up really interesting conversations.
Sure does.
I know I said after episode 3, the conversations were nice and civil. The conversations after episode 4, not so much. Be nice to each other, folks. This is just a television show.
Literally.
Just be nice. Be civil. Have good, productive conversations.
Yeah, dude.
I
be
know,
respectful.
Yeah, I know this show has brought on a lot of very interesting thoughts and possibilities and just debates, but it's one of those things to where you could think all you want that I would do this in this situation. That's impossible to answer.
Yeah.
Being Carol in this situation, in this world, even being the dude that we met at the beginning who's at the storage unit place, who's not taking any food, he's not interacting with them at all. It's just so easy to be like, oh, I wouldn't be Mr. Grumpy Pants and I would just eat the food. Like, you don't know what they're potentially putting in the food. You don't know if they're testing their way of flipping you by putting stuff in the food. You don't know if that's happening. And there's obviously been a big focus on the food and the drinks in this show so far. So it's just trying to put yourself in these situations. I've said it. I would probably act very much like Carol, because I have a similar temperament to an extent. I don't feel like I'm as grumpy as her. I feel like I could have fun in certain situations.
But I feel like in this situation, absolutely, you would be the grumpiest.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Especially if I lost you and you were the only person close to me.
Yeah, that would absolutely be terrible.
That would be rough. There was one question that was proposed that I thought was really interesting.
I'll give it.
Do you think Carol would be acting this aggressively towards the Hive folks if Helen didn't die? If Helen was still there as one of them, do you think she would still be as aggressive with trying to figure this stuff out?
I think that she would still want to figure things out, but I don't think that she would be as depressed, anxious, devastated, trying to fix it. But she still had her person.
Right. Kind of. Especially if it was reversible. Which I think is really interesting. Yeah, I agree with you. I think she would still, not to the same level of intensity, she would still try to figure out a solution and try to figure this out. But I think that's really interesting thing to kind of think about is how she would act if Helen was there.
And think about how you would act if everybody wasn't in a hive mind and you lost your significant other. Wouldn't you still feel just as shitty and awful?
The tough part is that we've seen a group of people who weren't thinking the same way as her. So it's just already created a certain just disparity on how the people who are in the same situation as her are acting and treating the situation. So that's why the debate's there is there's people who are still going to just go live their life. They don't want this to get flipped. One of them even wanted to join them. Yeah. So obviously it depends on your situation and where you are in your life and where you are with the family and people around you. Because those folks, basically everyone except for the one dude who was flying around on Air Force One, they all had people with them that were important to them.
Right.
So it's tough. And they are definitely kind of slowly sprinkling in stuff about Carol's past. We heard the one thing about her family. We saw the way that she behaved with the like trip to the ice hotel. So they're slowly showing us things about her past, which I think is absolutely going to answer a lot of questions to why she acts the way that she does, why she views her readers the way that she does, and the way she doesn't like her career and where it is, writing the books that she's writing. I think there's a lot more to her than just she's a grumpy person. Like, obviously, there's a lot more to it. So I think as we continue to go down this road and see more with her and get more flashbacks with her, I think a lot of it's going to make a lot of sense. And even just her mentioning the camp that her parents sent her to, like that makes sense that she didn't have a great relationship with her parents.
Yeah, I know. Very not accepting.
So Helen really, it felt like, was the only one super close to her in her life. So I think as we get more with her, I think things are going to make a lot more sense. I think those pieces of the puzzle are going to start getting put together. We're going to really figure out who she is as a person. And yeah, I still think she, again, I understand why she's acting the way that she is.
Yeah.
But it's easy for me to sit here and be like, why don't you act this way? Why don't you act that way?
I know. I've said that stuff. I've absolutely said that stuff. Like, why is she so grumpy? Why is she like
mean to everyone?
Yeah, but I mean, then at the same time, I'm like, I wouldn't want anybody doing anything for me.
Right.
Like, I would just want everybody to just leave me alone.
The interesting aspect of this story too, the idea of like her acting out and like lashing out and causing the death of, I think it was 11 million people, right? So the idea of this potentially being reversible, wouldn't you want to try to keep as many people alive as possible and treat them as good as you can because of the potential of flipping them back into being normal human beings again? Like, that idea alone, if that's your goal, is trying to right this wrong, as you know, many people think, I think being nice and just trying to preserve life would be the goal.
Yeah.
But again, it all depends on what your perspective is and what you think and what ultimately you want to happen long term here. But yeah, I think it's fascinating. I think this show's incredible. I think Ray is fucking killing this role as she does everything that we've seen her in.
And we try to tell everybody that hasn't seen this. Well, nobody in our real life has seen this show.
We
so
just tell them over
it's
and
like,
over.
please, you have to watch this.
Check this out. Especially if you like her from Better Call Saul. It's like, yeah, you need to check this out because it's awesome.
Yeah.
And just the potential of where this is going, I'm just so curious because it feels like there's a lot of possibilities.
Absolutely.
You ready to check out this one?
Yes.
Got milk?
I don't.
Let's go. Zosha's back in the hospital, it sounds like. Oh.
Oh, hi there, baby. What are you doing? Working at the hospital.
Yeah, because he's smart enough to do everything.
Hello?
How dare you make my son cry?
You made everyone cry, and you gave your chaperone a heart attack. What is wrong with you?
Zosha's gonna be fine. Thank you for asking.
Why do you do such things? Are you mentally unsound?
I learned something important. Lakshmi, I think that there might be a way to fix it.
You do not ever make my son cry again.
Oh, shit.
All right. I think I need to get that stress ball now.
Hey, if Miss Sunshine asks for my phone number again, you tell her to pound sand.
Are they mad at her?
I mean, part of the thing that we brought up at the end of last episode was this idea of her violating the trust. Maybe they refuse to like interact with her now.
She's gonna be all right, isn't she?
She's gonna be fine.
Whatever good she might have had might be gone now.
Interesting. I mean, again, she put stuff in her bloodstream without Zosha's consent. That it's just the gist. Like, no one would want to be drugged without knowledge.
Yeah. Even if you are living in a world taken over by a hive mind alien species thing. As you're taught as a kid, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
That's true. What's happening right now?
Are they having a walkout?
Are they? And they're taking all the patients with them? Interesting.
She crossed the line, violated a trust. Regardless of what... Oh, I like the time lapse.
I do too.
Again, regardless of what you feel about the world that is currently happening, they weren't going to harm her. They were literally going to give her anything that she could possibly want to be happy.
Yeah, and now they're just gonna leave.
And now they're gone.
Wow.
So good luck doing anything for yourself under the circumstances of the world that you're in now. Actions have consequences. That's a guideline to live life by for sure. Mm-hmm. Under any circumstance, actions have consequences.
Hello?
That's wild.
Anybody here?
Hello,
Hey,
Carol.
where did
This
everybody...
is a recording. At the tone, you can leave a message to request anything you might need. We'll do our best to provide it. Our feelings for you haven't changed, Carol, but after everything that's happened, we just need a little space.
Okay.
Wow. They just broke up with you.
They literally ghosted you.
It's like, you hurt our feelings. We're going to have a little bit of separation. They even recorded a message because they don't want to talk to her directly.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Again, it's hard to believe that there isn't, like, something as the boss making the decisions. Oh, my God. They're all leaving, everyone. That's a concept that my brain is just always, I feel like, going to struggle with understanding. Holy, well, here's Albuquerque all to yourself.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Fine.
Good riddance! Fuck you!
Wow.
Oh, man. Okay. It's like the next day, basically.
To my 12 fellow survivors, greetings. Some of you know me. Some of you I've yet to meet. If you're still one of us, then this message is for you. There is a way to undo this situation, to turn the world back the way it's supposed to be. Earlier today, these afflicted people, these others, they basically told me so themselves. They can't lie. What is this solution exactly? That they didn't tell me. But they so resisted telling me that everybody suddenly burst into tears, worldwide, which I know upset at least one of you. They completely abandoned the city I live in, leaving me here all alone, which says to me, I'm on the right track.
I don't think she's going to get a lot of support in this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some of you think the world might be better off this way. Enjoy that opinion. Relish it, because it may be the last one you ever possess. And when the day comes that you have peace and love forced upon you, maybe in that last fleeting moment, you might just realize you treasured your individuality. Let's work together, because it's going to take everything we've got. These people need saving. We owe it to humanity. Call me anytime, day or night. Good luck and Godspeed.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, based off of the interaction that she had with them, at least the ones that she did have an interaction with, I just don't... I don't see how they're going to support her in this cause.
I've made a video. I want you to make 12 copies and distribute them to all of the other people like me. You doing it would please me. If you don't do it, I can't be held responsible for the biblically shitty mood in which I will no doubt find myself.
threat.
And I'll stay far, far away. Because God knows you need your space.
Are you gonna like show up in a helicopter or something?
That would be interesting.
Or they're just not gonna come. Yep.
It's a drone! It's a drone!
That's amazing. Okay, thanks, bye.
Petty. I'm not, you know what I mean, though. Like,
Perfect is what that was.
is this the first time she's gonna sleep in the bed without her? Does she not have, like, cuff keys?
Oh, she I didn't even notice that she was still wearing the half of the handcuffs. That would be really annoying.
She's got other stuff on her mind right now, though.
Yeah, for sure. She's the only person in all of Albuquerque currently. Did they leave the state or just the city?
Great question.
Oh.
Nope.
Wolves? So now that the entire, like, human population is gone now, is she gonna get overrun by wild animals?
That's a great question. They're not scared of you. Do that. Why would you do that?
There's always a bigger fish. Couldn't even imagine the wildlife that Albuquerque, New Mexico has. I would imagine they have a very wide range of animal life.
Hello, Carol. This is a recording.
I would ask for them to shorten the message at this point.
I want the lights back on. All of them. Everywhere. Now.
One of the other interesting conversations that I saw and had was the idea of resources.
Yes.
They're clearly still working and people are still actively keeping things going, but their lack of like killing animals, for example, I'm wondering how long the resources survive and last.
I need my trash picked up.
I love that she's still calling and requesting shit. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Hello?
This is a recording. We can pick up your trash, as long as it's bagged, and each bag weighs 17 pounds or less. Please remove all bags from the bin and place them on the curb a minimum of 2 feet apart.
So interesting. One bag. That's all the trash that she currently has that needs to get picked up. One bag. Gotta make sure it's light enough for the drone. That's so good. Nope. We're good? Is that gonna get dumped on some
I
random
know,
location?
Oh,
Oh no.
This is embarrassing.
Well, shit. And there it goes. Oh, look at that camera angle.
Yeah.
Milk. Got milk?
Oh. Is there something in the milk?
I mean, it's pretty random, right?
Well, I mean, the episode's called Got Milk. The person in the hospital was drinking milk, and there's a bunch of milk cartons. I can't drink milk. I'm lactose. What does that say? What is this?
Something about milk. Oh, there you go. At least it's just milk cartons.
Are they empty and cleaned out?
You motherfuckers sure love your milk.
She is on the job.
Yeah.
Is it not milk?
This is so interesting.
Hello?
Crow. That's sugar or salt? I would guess sugar.
Carol Sturka here with an update. Here where I live, Albuquerque, New Mexico, they drink this like it's going out of style. Milk cartons, the kind we give children in elementary schools, back when we had elementary schools, and children. It's not milk in any of them. It is this one strange liquid. And they make it in this local dairy facility in my town. They make this by mixing water into this white, powdery stuff.
Looks kind of blue.
So what is this? What does it do to them when they drink it? Could it be that this is how they're all staying connected? It does not smell like anything. It is neutral. Basically, it's neutral. You know what else is neutral? Celery and water. And it does not contain chlorine. Anybody listening out there? How about it, E12? Any response? Are you even getting these? Because how the fuck would I know? Greetings, fellow survivors. Carol Sturka here with an update.
I wonder how long this is gonna last. Oh.
They're so beautiful, though. I know.
They're like, we got our land back.
I know. They're really hungry. I am going to die going pss, 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 to some dangerous creature that I shouldn't be around because I'm an idiot and I feel bad and I think the best of every animal and their intentions.
No.
Oh shit! They're
not scared of you either. Oh my god.
Fuck.
Now they're like fresh meat.
Won't you fucking come loose?
That they're gonna dig up Helen's body. Holy shit.
Oh.
Well, when you're in panic,
Yeah.
you're gonna miss stuff like that.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Looking a little heavy for that car. Shit. I mean, imagine that being your backyard.
Honestly, it's wild.
Yeah.
This is so sad.
Interesting. What information is that gonna give you? This is a good idea.
She's so smart. I would have never come up with this shit. Honestly, I would have looked for an app that could scan barcodes for my phone and then looked that way. Or if like there was like some type of, but like, does the phone service work? Do the apps still work?
The cell phones don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking about the cell phone part.
No, that was all offline. The only way to connect is through that one number.
Yeah.
So she found the location of where the milk is being made. Now she's found the location of where that stuff's being packaged.
Well, the dog food.
Well, that
The
bag is
bag
dog
looks the
food.
same, yeah.
But that's where the packaging comes from.
I give up too easy. I would have been like, oh, that's not gonna happen.
What's with that giant dent? Is that just nothing?
I don't know. Is this a bunch of food?
It's a giant freezer, yeah. What is she gonna stumble upon here? There's something's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's something ominous. Feels ominous.
Are they like breaking down all the dead bodies into something? You're not gonna show us, are you?
I fucking hate that.
Damn it!
Now I gotta wait a whole
Like, we always talk about why we enjoy the week-to-week releases.
But still!
And it's gonna be longer because this episode was dropped early, so we have to wait more than a week. That's the one downfall of the weekly release, is that you have to wait for the next episode.
I think it was bodies.
It was 100% bodies.
Or organs.
I something with the bodies that have passed on. I 100% believe that.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're going to use...
I mean, the human body's still a resource, right?
Thank you. I was like, what's the word? I'm thinking of resource. You can still use those body parts.
Whether you want to or not.
I mean, you want
It'll help
a watermelon
Yeah.
right next to a brain?
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah. I think that was my first thought. When she walked into a freezer, I'm like, what do they really do with all those bodies? Because we saw them getting packaged up and put on a truck, and what they really do with everyone's body, the millions and millions and millions of bodies that, didn't survive this.
Yeah, interesting. I really liked this episode, though.
I mean, she is very resourceful.
Yes.
Regardless of what you think of her as a person, her mood, her attitude, her behavior, whatever, her being able to figure out the locations of where this stuff is being manufactured, she's very resourceful. She figured that shit out pretty easy. And because my thought was she pulled out the dog food. I'm like, it's not dog food.
No,
It's
yeah.
but it's the bag.
Yeah,
the packaging came from a certain
bag.
place.
Yeah.
And so she was able to figure out where the packaging came from, went there, and until they show us next episode, I'm just going to presume it's body related. Human body related.
Yeah, see...
Especially if they can't kill animals for food.
But can they just use dead bodies?
Yeah. Why not make a steak out of someone's thigh?
This is turning into Terminus.
I mean...
That's the way I feel. I mean, we'll see next week when we get the new episode, but this feels very Terminus-esque if you all have ever watched Walking Dead.
I mean, if you need to find a way to maximize your resources, there were a lot of dead human beings that resulted in what happened.
Why just bury them or cremate them when you could use those parts?
Crazy.
Interesting.
Crazy shit. So are they using the bodies, if they are human bodies, are they using those bodies to make the drink that they're drinking? Or is that
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
I think the components of what are in the milk is interesting. Why are they drinking that? Is that what they're consuming to keep the human body like functioning? Because I said at the beginning, like the human body doesn't feel like the best vessel for this type of thing. But if they don't need to actually eat or drink whatever like we normally eat and drink, they might just be doing like almost like a Matrix style thing to where this is the minimum that the body needs to survive and keep functioning.
It's true. The human body is very fragile. I mean, especially the smaller you are.
But it is resourceful, though.
It is.
I think this show continues to go down a very, very interesting road. I love the fact that the Hive group of people got all offended and upset with what Carol did and just bounced on her.
I mean, you have points. Absolutely. You hurt.
Oh my God.
You hurt one of yours. And
you violated a trust.
Yes, you've absolutely. Thank you so much. You violated a trust. You hurt one of the people. Like you can't do that and get away with it. So we're just gonna take a step back. Our feelings for you haven't changed, but we need
they're
some
still
space.
They're still helping you with things.
I know.
Via
drone.
It's just so interesting because you think about the situation and are you in a really difficult spot if you're in Carol's shoes? Yeah, 100%. You don't want to be cooperative. You don't want to like get along with these people. You don't want to look at them as fellow humans because they're not. The human that used to be in those bodies, they are no longer there. I mean, her goal is to try to reverse that and fix it.
Yeah, but even when they talk about like this body belonged to Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like Larry's not in there. That's not Larry anymore.
But the idea of like they're literally willing to do anything to please you, make you happy, make life easy. And again, I get that there's hostility there, but it's like don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
True.
Because it's like, again, I understand everything that she's doing. I totally understand all of her behaviors and why she's doing what she's doing, why she behaves and acts the way that she does. But at the same time, and we talked about this in the intro, it's really difficult, almost impossible to even put yourself in the situation. But that said, we've seen people who are behaving and acting differently than she is. And it's like, try your best to try to embrace the situation. They're not going to harm you. They're not going to hurt you. Try to do what you want to do to fix the situation and put things back the way that you think that they should be. By all means, go for it. But at the same time, it's one of those things to where I feel like playing ball would only benefit you personally under the circumstances of the world you're in.
Yeah.
Being nice, whatever. Being combative, whatever. But the idea of screwing yourself over because of your mindset, it just seems like a silly thing to do. But again, I fully understand why she's doing what she's doing. I just, like, it's easy for me to be like, yeah, just play ball. Like, it's easy for me to say that. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I might be like the dude that we saw at the beginning of last episode who's just hunkered down, has zero communication with anyone. That could be me, potentially. Or I could be like Carol, or I could be like the other people that might have survived this. Who knows, unless you're actually put in that situation. But this episode shows you that there are consequences to your behavior. Actions have consequences. And her going behind Zosha's back, injecting that stuff into her body to try to get answers on how to reverse this thing, crossed the line clearly. Regardless of what you believe, that's a line crosser, and clearly this group, the Hive, the whatever you want to call them, they agree, and they bounced on her ass. That scene of watching everyone leave Albuquerque.
Just a mass exodus.
So insane.
We out.
So insane. It was the most organized evacuation of all time. Crazy.
That would never actually happen.
It would be chaos and mayhem. But I just think it's so fascinating that, like, we keep talking about the idea of how, well, I keep saying it, that there's no person in those bodies anymore. But clearly there's enough feelings in there to where that they have a certain line that you can't cross, you can't violate their trust, you can't deceive them, or they're not going to help you anymore. I mean, they're still helping her. They haven't changed their opinion of who she is, but no more interaction. We're not living in your city anymore. We're not taking care of your city anymore. You are on your own, literally by yourself in the entire city of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
It's also like, we don't want to be around you so that you ask more questions. Like, we don't want anybody else put in that situation what Zosha was put into, where you could do something to them that would make them say stuff that they don't want to tell you.
She's done it once. Why wouldn't she do it again? Absolutely. So it's just like that aspect of like the humanity of all of it is super fascinating, because I don't necessarily think feelings were hurt, but they violated, like, they have certain rules, and she even violated what I would assume is probably one of their guidelines and rules.
Yeah, don't hurt each other, and that was like intention.
Yeah.
I know that she wasn't intentionally trying to hurt Zosha,
but she injected intentionally
something
was being
deceptive.
deceptive.
She didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It definitely creates a really interesting debate, because she is living in this world against her will under the circumstances that have been created.
Yeah.
And the idea of like, oh, you expect me to just play along and be happy and just go along with what you guys want? Yeah, fuck yourselves. Like that's a very easy mindset to have, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think it's just such an interesting story and universe that has been created, and where this continues to move forward to, it's fascinating. I am so curious to see exactly what is, like, I would love to know the end. Like, obviously I don't want to know the end game, but I'm so curious about what the end game is here.
Yes, absolutely.
Because like, I'm all about the slow burn. I love good storytelling, and this show has been amazing through the 5 episodes. But the curiosity is so high about where we're going.
It just makes me think about literally everything.
Yeah.
Like, every decision that I would not make. And it's like, they hurt Carol.
Yeah.
I'm going to put myself in there. But, like, they hurt me. They took away my partner, whether they meant to or not.
Right.
Would I still try to inject something into somebody else's body to try to get answers? Like, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, I don't know what extremes I'd be willing to go to under the circumstances that Carol's in.
I mean, and technically they're a peaceful people, but like, I don't know if I could do that.
It's such a tough thing, because it's easy to say like, oh yeah, I would do that 100%. But if it resulted in millions of people dying, and whether you think they're people or not, like, I have been very vocal about the idea of like, they're still humans, but the person that is in there is gone. You brought up, I think, an episode or 2 ago, like, the idea is like, is the soul still there? I don't know. I don't have the like proper mind to think about like souls and stuff. But if you believe in souls, what do you think about that? But my idea of potentially reversing this, I would want to try to protect the people.
That's the other thing.
Like, that's kind of where my mind is.
If that person could potentially re-inhabit their own body, you need to save their body.
Right.
And if you fuck it up, what's coming back?
That's kind
of
that's the mindset I have as the viewer. Her focus is clearly to put everything back the way that it was.
I mean, no one wants the war and the hate and the poverty and the hunger. No one wants the bad stuff. But it's also like the whole talk about like, in order to have the good, you have to have the bad. And it's like, but certain things, it's so much.
It is.
It's so much.
It's very deep. There's so many different talking points. There's so many different angles that you could attack this at. And yeah, I just think it's fascinating.
I need somebody in my real life to watch this show so that we can sit down for hours and go back and forth about humanity, morality, science, etc.
I'm still super curious to, like, I'm waiting for the episode to where they give us a glimpse of what's in the mind of this hive.
Right.
Like, what are these people experiencing? What is the feeling that they have? Like, what is it like being in the brain, in the human body, under the circumstances? Because that's still one element that we don't know about.
I can tell you what it is. It is the Lego movie song, Everything is Awesome.
Just on repeat?
On repeat.
That would probably drive me
now
crazy.
It's stuck in your head, isn't it?
Wonderful.
It is.
And yeah, I that's one element of the story that I'm still kind of I'm very curious about, because again, going back to the episode where she met all the other people who were like her, who speak English, they all asked the question of what it's like. Carol never asked, and she still hasn't asked. True. And Zosha was even like, we know what it's like to be you, but you don't know what it's like to be us.
That was the other thing. Like, we understand that they're not specifically talking about Carol. Like, they understand the human experience.
Yeah. I think that's just a dangerous thing to say because every human is so different in terms of their experiences, their mindsets, their life. Yeah. Everything is so unique person to person that it's just a dangerous thing to be like, yeah, I know what it's like to be. It's like, no, you don't. You don't know what it's like to be me without being in my...
Well, they mean like...
I know. I know what they mean, but I still think it's like a dangerous thing because it's like, you don't... Like, saying that to me, like, oh, I know what it's like to be you, but you don't know what it's like to be me or us. It's like, you don't know. Like, you might think generally what it's like to be human, but you don't know what it's like in my life. You don't know what I have. You might know based off of experiences of other people around me, like the party or the drugs that she did in college or whatever, but you don't know what's in my head, my feelings, my heart, my soul. Like, you don't know what makes me tick. So, like, just saying that, I would like absolutely like clap back and be like, nah, you don't. You might think you do, but you don't. But you are correct. I don't know what it's like to be you. Like, that is true. And I think that's still probably my biggest curiosity right now going into these next episodes, is I hope they give us an episode from the perspective of one of the members of the Hive Mind. I think that'd be really cool.
Do we know how many episodes are in this season?
We do, but I don't remember the number. I want to say it's 8.
And do we know if there's a second season?
I don't know. I would imagine.
I'm loving
But Vince
this.
Gilligan, he's going to have a 100% mapped out plan for the entire show.
Yeah.
He's going to know exactly what his story is and how it's going to end, because that's what made Breaking Bad one of the greatest shows ever created. That's what made Better Call Saul such a great show.
It was a prequel, it was a current, and it was a post Breaking Bad series. And being able to do that, so
But
good.
we've seen so many shows that want to just keep going because it's good and successful and people like it. Breaking Bad, that show was like, we know how we're starting and we know what the finish line looks like. It doesn't matter what happens along this journey. This is where we're ending and this is how it's ending. And it's like, I think that's probably one of the more difficult things to do as a storyteller, is coming up with a good ending that you feel good about and that you think that the people will embrace and love. There's been so many amazing shows and amazing movies that just fail at the ending because it's such a difficult thing to do.
Or go on for
or don't want to end.
Yeah.
So, like, I fully, without question, have faith that Vince Gilligan, when he even came up with the concept for this show, before he even wrote it and created the thing, he knew in his outlines, this is how it's starting, this is how it's ending. I don't know how many episodes it's going to take to do this, but this is what the story's going to be. I fully believe that he, without question, because he's absolutely, based off of 2 shows, he's fucking brilliant. 2 of the best shows ever created, ever. So, yeah, I fully expect him to not have any question marks about where it's going and how it's ending. It's just a matter of how long this journey is going to be. And I would imagine it's going to be more than 1 season. That's just my guess. I don't know because I haven't researched it.
Yeah. And I don't want to know.
Yeah. It definitely keeps things open-ended, not knowing what the actual future is of the show. So
And it's so good.
So good. It's so interesting. I love being able to watch these shows. And ironically, we had a lot of these very similar conversations when watching Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. His shows have been very thought-provoking and sparked a lot of conversation. Yeah. So good job, Vince. You're very good at that.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
You guys obviously share all your thoughts. Please keep it civil. Be nice to each other. Just because someone has a different opinion than yours doesn't mean that yours is wrong or that they were attacking you or you got to get angry about someone else's opinion. Let us all have opinions. It's what makes the world go round. It's very different than what this fucking world is.
Yes.
Let everyone be unique and have their own thoughts, and don't jump down their throats if they say something you don't like.
And also, you cannot tell tone via text.
That's true too. So just be aware of that. But yeah, leave all your thoughts, leave your comments, leave your predictions and theories. I love reading that shit. So yeah, leave them all in there. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.